We are now with Fujifilm here at their booth at FESPA Berlin 22. And I have the pleasure to actually give you a demonstration, not me. Promise you, I don't know anything about this machine, but you do, right, Oliver?
I certainly know a little bit. Lovely to see you.
Yeah,
welcome to the Fujifilm stand.
It is an awesome booth. I really like it.
It's been really good. I mean, it's been busy as well. Blueprint Live is our big message this time. These are our new machines. The whole stand, there's 6 machines here, really busy, running all day long.
Before we talk about machines, I'm just curious a little bit because you say blueprint. What is blueprint?
Well, blueprint is our concept to design these machines from the ground up. We've been in the inkjet world for a long time with machines, with inkjet developments, but what we want to do is take a step back. Let's not just continue doing what we've always been doing. Let's go back and see how customers work. Let's go back and see what customers need.
You won't say that is the first time.
Well, I think it's the first time we've maybe gone and looked from the ground up and had a whole range of machines here. All of these machines, last time we were at FESPA Fujifilm, these machines did not exist. All 6 of these are brand new.
That's amazing that you have been able to both step back and understand the market and then start developing, and now you have machines working, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So let me just ask you questions of your curiosity. Is there like 2 or 3 really great takeaways from getting to know your customers better in how they use the technology?
Absolutely. Well, we approached designing these machines 2 ways. One was with our expert engineers. Many of them have been working in the field for a number of years. They know the things on machines that are awkward, the things on machines that always need changing. So we've been able to develop the machines how we want them to work from an engineering standpoint. But we also approached it from a fresh angle, getting a design company in who were not from a print background, and they just sat and watched printers. They watched how our customers work, and they have designed things on these machines to make it so the machines, some of these are small touches, but they work for the operator.
And that is everything from UI to how you load the substrates to...
Absolutely, that's right. So the whole thing is designed to make the machines versatile. Customers don't want to be stuck to one material day in, day out. They want to be able to put whatever job comes through the door, they want to be able to say yes to that work and put it on their machine. And these machines have been designed for that, so that you can say yes to that. The handling system, for example, on the all-new Acuity Ultra LED Hybrid, which we have here, which was launched at this show, we'll have a look in a moment at the handling system, but it's been designed so that any material a customer wants, we're able to feed that and deal with it. And that's fantastic for our operators, fantastic for our customers, and fantastic for us. You keep our customers printing, it keeps us very happy.
One thing I can't help thinking about, and maybe you can't answer it, but I will try anyway. I was just thinking that if you look at Fujifilm, huge Japanese company, of course, right? We did, I don't know if you know that, but we made a coverage from your Revoria release party in Belgium a year ago. And it was just like, you know, when I look at Fujifilm, it seems that you have tried to kind of reinvent yourself in many ways, both in the commercial space on the S720, 750, and now with also the Revoria brand, and now you have the Blueprint. Is it like, have you been fueled with some new energy during the COVID, or?
I think the COVID has given us time to maybe sit and think about what we're doing, but really this is the culmination of 3 years' work.
So but you want to, I mean, you basically do these things because you believe there is a space for growth, right?
Exactly. And Fujifilm has always been an innovator. I mean, the team who developed the inks here, for example, we were the first company to develop UV screen printing inks way back in the 1970s. We were then the first company to commercialize UV inkjet printing in the year 2000. And now we're here again innovating. Fujifilm is always building on innovation, and that's what we're proud to stand here.
And you work for Fujifilm, right?
I work for Fujifilm, absolutely. Did I mention that?
Let's go and check.
Let's go and have a look around the back. Absolutely.
So we go to the backside of this new machine. What was the name of the machine?
So this is the Acuity Ultra LED Hybrid. All new machine.
And you couldn't figure out a name that was longer?
Well, we were maybe putting a few extra words on there, but we wanted to say exactly what the machine is. Now, the handling system you see on here has been designed by our in-house engineering team. And it's really about seeing what materials we can put on. We're running some, I think this is banner material at the moment, but we've been running soft signage as well. And this has been designed, the way this works is to get the material on the belt The belt then transports it through the machine, keeping the optimum flatness, so you get the excellent print quality. The vacuum system is immense, so we can really control the level of vacuum in this machine so that some of those awkward materials can be handled as well.
And when you say that you handle like by vacuum, is that basically an automated process, or is it something that an operator needs to take into consideration? Or
the vacuum is actually set by the operator in the software, but the software will then alter the vacuum pumps. So if you set it at a particular vacuum level, the pumps will wind up or down, keeping it steady. That's critical for a hybrid machine.
So I can imagine, because you have the table here for more like rigid materials.
Absolutely. So the rigid material will go in, and as it goes across, what often happens, and we're getting technical here, I hope you don't mind, as it goes across, the vacuum starts pulling more and more on the material as it covers more of the vacuum zone. And the coefficient of friction builds up, and you start getting changes and everything. The print quality starts disappearing. This machine has been designed to keep the vacuum level the same, depending on, no matter where it is.
It will always
so
go
it's
the same.
smooth all the time.
And that basically means that you get a better print, but I guess it also means that you don't have to use as much ink as, that could basically be in
Absolutely, So we're not having to mess about with things like that. We can just trust the machine to handle.
It's actually quite interesting. I was just thinking that you have actually a screen on the backside of the machine. Because I've been seeing so many of your competitors, and this is the area where you never start, but we start here, right? We see a very nice layouted screen with. So basically, can you operate the machines from both sides, or is this specific to the handling of the media?
Well, this is really interesting. So depending on the media you're running, you may prefer to be on one side to the other. With rigid media, you want to be on this side, really.
Because you want to make sure that
exactly.
Okay, so basically, I'm sorry to interrupt you, I'm just curious. So basically that means that when you are operating the machine, you have the freedom of operating what suits you best in order to make sure that you maximize your value of time, basically. Right?
And that's a key thing, versatility. That's what has built into this machine. You need, in this day and age, to be able to say yes to that work. You want a machine that will do what you want it to do, not just one thing.
Is that like, if you look at the previous versions of Fujifilm large format, is that new to you to have that approach, or have you done that always?
No, I think the new approach really is that these machines have been designed by us. So in the past we've been slightly limited, I suppose, by the OEM partners that we've worked with.
So you didn't do them yourself
in
the previous generations?
The design was always with OEM partners, which is fine. That's been really successful for the 15, 20 years that we've been in this market. We've been building and having excellent partnerships.
So I feel that I'm right when I said before that it seems that a renewed interest from Fujifilm to become like not just, you can have like a left-hand approach to the market, or you can have the upper hand approach to it, right?
Absolutely.
Should we go and see it? Do we have to go that way or that way?
I think if we go this way, maybe look at this end door here. We can have a actually, we're on the other side of the machine. If we go around to this side, we can see the prints coming off the belt. Again, as you've rightly said, we've got the main operating side is over here. So this is where the bulk of the work is done from here. All sorts of controls. I said actually about the way we've designed this. It's to keep it not just practical, but also keep it functional. So we've got things in here that operators told us they need. So just underneath the table here.
So to put
perfect storage, so you can keep your cords in there, you can keep material ready for printing. It's by the machine, it's not racking outside.
And you know, Oliver, I can't help think about that. It seems so simple that it's something that you should have done ages ago, and anybody should have done it, right? But now it's just like something that is so easy, so nice to have, right?
Absolutely. And other things as well. So this is a very simple to use handle under here, for example, which that lifts up just like that. So when the table is on the machine there, if you need to get in there to check something,
you can easily take it
with one person as well. You don't need to be at both ends unlocking. One hand and pull it out. You can then get inside the machine and check what you're doing, make sure your work is coming off pristine and that the excellent print quality is on there. And then push it back in again from just the one side.
When you look at, when you were like talking to customers, understanding their needs, was it speed, or was it quality, or is it a combination, or what is the KPIs when we look at the actual machine?
I mean, it's a multitude of things, as you can understand. I mean, what customers want, they want a machine that is versatile. They can say yes to that work, they can bring it in-house, they can make their money. That's really important, right? Now, they want a machine that is at a sensible price point. You could build an incredible thing, but if it's too expensive, how do they make their money on that? The ROI would be terrible. So that's really important. But the other thing is the ease of use. You know, you want these features that just make using the machine a breeze. The operators, when they like a machine, the customer likes the machine, and then we have a much better relationship with them. That's always our aim, is to figure those things out. So it's the print quality, the cost, and of course the versatility on this machine that we're focused on.
And I take that you're using Fujifilm Printheads, right?
These are not Fujifilm Printheads, actually.
Really?
So
I thought it was a stupid question to ask.
It wasn't. No, it's a very sensible question.
Okay.
I mean, one of the joys for us, I mean, Fujifilm, as you know, is a great big, we spoke about that
giant
before.
Company, right?
So we've got the joy of having that great big reach that Fujifilm has. Yeah. But we're also a small team based in the UK that is the wide format team.
So this is like a UK project, basically, right?
Absolutely. So this was developed, we're sort of 2 offices, 1 team. So we were in Tokyo and Broadstairs in the UK, and we developed these machines, and we choose the print heads that are right for the application, and that's what we've done here. We've got Kyocera print heads in this machine. We've got Ricoh print heads in the flatbeds.
Okay, so
different ones. We choose the application that's right. I mean, the Fujifilm makes fantastic print heads, and we've used those in other machines. Our jet press, for example, uses Dymatics print heads. That high-speed single-pass printing is really excellent for that head. We'll always pick what's right for the customer, though.
And inks, have you done them yourself?
Oh, the inks, fantastic on here.
So that was not a stupid question.
No, the inks are definitely ours. So that's what we do really well. Like I said, our heritage of ink development in the UK is fantastic, and these are no different. Vibrant prints, the quality and consistency is important. You change something very small in a UV jetted ink on here, the ink, and that makes a big difference for print quality. Every single batch of ink that comes out of our factory has to be identical to the one before, and that's where our Japanese approach to quality control just makes that an absolute breeze for our customers.
Fantastic. So, anything else you want to show us on the machine or on the booth?
There's lots of machines here. Like I said, we've got the LED hybrid here, which has really been based from the
So when
the
you say
larger
hybrid, does it mean that it can go both water and UV, or?
It's hybrid, as in it's got the roll on the flat sheets. So that's it. Whereas the Ultra, the 2 other machines we have here, are just roll-to-roll machines.
I understand. Okay.
And the Prime is just a flatbed. But perhaps if we go and have a look. It's a busy stand. I mean, it's great for us, but it's a busy stand. If we come over here,
take the lead, Oliver.
Maybe if we go and have a look at the flatbed machine over here. This is the Acuity Prime 20. We've got 3 Acuity Primes on the stand here. We've got the Acuity Prime 20, which we see here. We've got the Acuity Prime 30 at the other end of the stand. That's running 98 square meters an hour all day long during the show.
Amazing.
And then we've got the Acuity Prime L, which is again an all-new machine over there, based on these, but with a bigger bed size for those customers that want the larger prints going on there.
I'm sorry to interrupt you again, but I know that you're well known in the industry and in the market, but as you said, maybe it was relying more on OEMs in the past.
Yeah.
When you get to market like this one, does that require totally new service people and learnings and understanding and people to understand that you are now changing your approach a little bit? Or?
We're changing the approach a little bit for sure, but these machines have been designed with our engineers, our service people in mind. So there's key things on the front here which have been developed to make it easy for engineers.
Can you show an example?
Yeah, let's have a look over here, for example. We've got our ink end of the machine. We've kept everything at the front that we need access to when we're running, but inside here we've got our ink bags. These come out nice and easy to take out and replace. I won't do it now because the machine's up and running, but you can see these bags are very easy to take out. We've got the LED lights showing us what's going on. These bags also have weight sensors. As our customers were saying,
exactly
you can't always
ink you have,
exactly. It gives you a warning. Make sure you go and get that ink from the storeroom before it runs out, rather than waiting for it to run out.
Can you change the colors while it's running, or you have to stop it?
You'd stop to do that, but a flat sheet machine like this, that's not too much of a problem. It takes no time at all. In here is really what I was saying about making it nice and easy for our service people. We've got the pumps and the filters. These used to be buried inside the machine. Now they're on a drawer. You don't even need to get a service person out to change these parts. The operator can do that. It means if you get a pump failure, you can be back up and running in 5 minutes. You're not having to ring up, get a service technician. These are designed for different countries as well, where it might be a long drive for some people to get there to change these. You can get up and running in 5 minutes, which is what our customers really need.
Makes a lot of sense.
I said earlier on about us looking at it from a design perspective as well. And no one is going to buy a machine because it has a shelf on the front.
No.
But we've got a shelf on here because when we had that design company come and look at this machine, they watched a day-to-day running. And they saw how an operator would put the sheet on. They'd then be looking for where if they put their scissors, they'd have to go and find those, or they'd look.
Of course, you can store your things here.
Why not?
Yeah,
Why would you not keep it there?
Yeah.
They watched to see how much time was wasted looking for these things, or when it's printing, the operator's there on the phone, then it stops. Oh, I need to go and put the phone down. Just put it there.
Yeah.
Carry on with your work, and away you go.
And remember it, otherwise it will get lost.
Yeah, exactly. I will. I left it here earlier actually, but it was still here when I came back. So
amazing.
That was very good.
So it seems to me that everything that you've been talking about for the past almost 20 minutes is like, as I said to you many times, it's like a renewed kind of Fujifilm approach to things. And this is brand new. So, and also yesterday I saw there's a lot of people here on the booth. How has the market reacted to the new Fujifilm?
It's been incredible. I mean, we've had, like I said, the stand hasn't stopped. It's great. I'm not used to it. There's people coming on, asking questions. We're doing demo after demo on these machines. There's so much interest. But the other thing that's really nice, our sales teams, they're really fired up. They're seeing these machines with the nice, sensible price points, excellent quality, and all the tools that customers need. They're fired up. You get the sales team fired up, then you know you're on to a winner, and that's really what's going on. The smiles on the sales team has been phenomenal, and that's great.
Yeah, so that is like a very solid evidence that your identification of the challenges from the three stakeholders you spoke about is evident. And of course, if you have even a reasonable price point, it is maybe also, I mean, are you thinking of this as something that can become like so much a volume that it can be justified having maybe a lower price point, or?
Well, we're always keeping an eye on these things and going for where the customer needs. We think we've got the price point right.
Yeah.
I mean, the first machines on the Prime range, for example, started being installed about 6 months ago. We've had 40 installations globally of this machine, of the 30 and the 20, in those 6 months. We're struggling to build up a stock because as we're getting them out of the factory, they're going straight to customers. That's a situation we've not been in before. So we're really managing that, and it's incredible. It's really fired up everyone in the wide format division here at Fujifilm to really see this.
I take the Japanese top management. They are sitting and looking at the table and say, UK up. Right?
We had a great time with our senior management yesterday. Actually, they're very pleased. They're so excited.
Yeah.
It's
fantastic.
been great.
Oliver again.
Yeah, thank you.
It was great. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Okay. Oliver, I mean, you can see on his face and his smile and his passion that everything is just fantastic. So let's move on to the next one.